Hello, everybody. It is Friday, June 5th at 11:22. It's almost 11:30 in the morning, but good morning. I haven't vlogged a whole lot, and I'm sorry. Um, it's been very busy, a very busy week. Um, and it's just been really hot lately. Um, Monday it was 93 degrees. It's starting to feel like summer. It's starting to feel like summer, and I love it. And oh, I actually turned on my air conditioner. And it started getting like really, really warm. Um, Especially back here. Um, so I turned on my air conditioner. I've had the door open, the bedroom door open to let the air circulate through and get cooler air back here. But today, I believe it has cooled down. I'm gonna look at the weather during this video. So if I just start like zoning out. It is currently 72 with a high of 78. And then, according to the weather, Sunday, according to Google, because I'm on my computer right now, Sunday is supposed to be 93 and Monday is supposed to be 90. And it's going to get cool, then it's going to warm up again, and then meh. But no, last night it rained a lot, and it rained hard. It sounded like it was coming down pretty hard. Um, at times I wondered if it was hailing. Like, I'm sitting here, playing my Xbox, and I'm hearing it rain, I'm hearing it thunder. I actually knew at one point, it was probably about a half hour before, I'm like, oh, it's starting to thunder, so it's going to rain. Um, and it rained for a while, and then it finally calmed down. And, you know, it's finally like cooled off almost completely. Yes, it's still gonna be like 70 something degrees outside, almost 80 degrees. But at this point, I'm just glad it's not 95 with humidity and then a heat index. That would be awful. But it's gonna probably start getting that way in about a month or two. But just go with the flow, go get ice cream or something. I mean, it's the most you can really do. Stay cool, stay hydrated. You know, where like if you're gonna be out a lot with this coronavirus, I really don't think I don't know how other people work, but I know I won't be outside very much. But I'll still have like still take precautions to protect my eyes. I have sunglasses, so I need to find those wherever they went because I do want to go get some like a tuna salad sandwich today. That sounds really good. I want something cool today, just because it's still gonna be like 80 degrees. Because when it gets this warm, I've learned something in the past, in the past several years, whether it's to my father, grandfather, and my father, my grandparents, or just living on my own. You never, ever, ever really want to make food when it's 80 degrees, especially when it's above 80 degrees, maybe even 70 degrees, unless you can go grill out or something. That's always something we looked forward to when we were living with dad was when we got to go out and like grill brats or burgers because they were really good. But then, when I moved, I live in an apartment and you can't grill where I live. So, well, that that's fine with me. I probably couldn't do it on my own because I don't think I'd be very good at it. Let's be honest. I would be awful at it, but practice makes perfect. Yes. Maybe one day I'll go. Maybe one day when I buy a house, I'll get a grill and I'll go from there. Because I mean that is amazing. Like I always loved when Dad would grill because you can can have like burgers and brats and everything. It's burgers, brats, beans, mashed potatoes. That's pretty much what it was. Potato salad. Ooh, that's really good. I love potato salad. I want to go get some more, but you know. And just that luxury of being able, you know, as again, just looking back on this stuff makes me like happy, but it also makes me think of like, you know, when it gets really really warm because it's summer. Once again, it is summer. Um, and typically around June or July, I think it's going to be more or less July. It starts getting up into the 90s more often, and that's when, like, especially when we've had a really really kind of dry winter. We had a really dry winter, I think, you know, and I think it's going to be a very hot summer. Because typically that goes hand in hand. You have a really dry winter, it's going to be a really hot summer. And I mean, it's already proven it because like on Monday again, it was 93 degrees, and we'll hit 93 degrees again this weekend. I believe on Sunday, so it's going to be awful. And it's supposed to rain on Monday, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, we're going from 93 to 67 in the span of 2 days. But the high that I'm seeing for next week is like the highest temp from Sunday to Friday, from what is available, is 93, and that's on Sunday. It's supposed to it's supposed to cool down and then gradually warm back up a little bit, cool down not much, but then, yeah. This time of year is going to get warm and then it's going to be like wowzers. But yeah, like this time of year is when I typically will start wearing sunglasses when I go out. Like go outside. I wish I'd had a pair of sunglasses when we worked on the farm, or when Dad worked on the farm, and when we were going to Grandma's house. So whenever I refer to the farm, it's Grandma's house. That's what it was known as. So when we were younger, this time of year, you know, Dad would be out in the field helping Grandpa, and everyone who was able to, if they were needed, they'd go out and help. We'd be outside a lot more. So that's why I wanted to wear like sunglasses and stuff. You know, but that's just me being me. I'm just like thinking back to basically a few years ago. Really, I mean, from 2009 to 2016, I think we were out on the. Actually, I think more 2014 for me because when I had my surgery, I couldn't go do anything. In 2015, I always, and this is something I felt bad about for my brothers. You know, whenever I was laid up, like in 2015, at least one of them had to stay home with me. And if he sees this, you know, I still feel really bad about it to this day because I, like, they had restrictions on me. Like, you can't walk on your own, you know, stuff like that. There's going to be stuff I'm not going into because, meh, I don't want to go into it. And other than, like, you know, I always felt really bad for my little brother. I think one time all three of them stayed home with me to help take care of me or something. But if I needed something, because when I was laid up, I'll kind of set the background for you. I was in a reclinable wheelchair, right? And I did mention the restrictions. I could not walk or stand up on my own until I had a doctor tell me I could. That doctor being, you know, the surgeon that worked on me. And we didn't have the appointment until after Labor Day. So I'm sitting there like for the entire month of August, my little brother, like for the rest of July, beginning of August, I'm like, okay, dude, you gotta help me. Like, if you need food, please get me something to eat too, because I can't reach the cupboard. And I'll probably get into some of those stories a little later on down the line, probably when July comes around. I'll probably talk more about those. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know it ain't much in my daily life, but I just figured I'd share some summer stories.